Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Keep real Caden, back with another video today, and today we're actually having breaking news. So breaking news was actually found out today. I'm filming the video today because NBA news just broke the street. Word on the street is that Kevin Durant is no longer on the Phoenix Suns anymore. Blockbuster trade. We're gonna find out what happened from the man Flight Reacts. Flight Reacts is one of these YouTubers, man. You already know. He does reaction videos. He's the funniest reaction guy out there. Shout out to my man, Flight Reacts. I've been subscribed for a long time. Probably not gonna watch this video, but if he does, salute to you. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. So shout out to Flight Reacts. We're gonna be watching to him reacting to the Blockbuster trade of Kevin Durant games traded to the Rockets. He actually got traded. I believe it was for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, some second round picks, and then this year's 2025 NBA draft first round 10th overall pick. So the Suns are going to be getting all the picks, Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, and then the Rockets are just getting Kevin Durant. Obviously, I'm gonna put my opinions like through the video, but my opinion right now, I just want to state like one thing and one thing for all. I really feel like right now, I mean, we can't tell like because of time. Kevin Durant really hasn't played on the Rockets yet, but just out of prediction, I really think that neither team benefited from this. Like, I feel like this trade was just worthless, and it really wasn't even a trade. I feel like it was just pointless to do it because some facts is that Kevin Durant, after this upcoming season is played, Kevin Durant is going to be a free agent. So, the Rockets are only going to have him for a year, and who knows? Kevin Durant is just so old, anyways. He's 37, about to be 38. He might retire next year. So, really, if the Rockets really want to win, like a championship next year, then they're gonna have to go all for it. Like they're gonna have to make some major moves to get players that are just like Kevin Durant on the Rockets this year. Or else I just won't think it will happen. And then for the Suns are just getting smaller now. Like they have three guards, you know what I mean? Like they have Bradley Beal, who they can't get rid of. They have Devin Booker, who they probably aren't going to trade out. I think they should trade him. In my opinion, I really think they should because you get a lot more value out of Booker because he's in his prime. He's 29 years old, so at 28, I don't remember, but he's in his prime basically. So he's the best he's gonna be right now. Is gonna be at this age. And he's a really good basketball player. Like he's you know better than Kevin Durant at this time, at this point in time, not of all time. Kevin Durant is one of the greatest, but this isn't Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant was 25. This is Kevin Durant when he's 37. So like right now, we're talking about right now. I really think neither team benefited from this. The Suns, yes, they get a 10th pick, a potential 10th overall pick, but they're gonna have to draft someone who's like really good. And the thing about draft picks is that we don't know. It's time to tell because 10th overall pick can be a really great player, it could be a solid role player, or it could be overall bust. We don't know what the future has in his hands. We don't know what it's gonna be like, but we want proven players. That's what the Rockets want. I think the Suns are just in full rebuild at this point. Just getting a lot of young players, and that's completely fine. But I mean, for Suns fans out there, I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, I know I feel good. I feel good. What I'm saying? I don't want the Suns to win anytime soon, and I know with that they're not. So, onto the video. I really just found a Flight Reacts video. Hopefully we don't get copyright for this, but if we do, I mean, I'm still gonna do this, man. But
Uh-oh. Flight team stand up.
and the reason why we're not gonna like react to like regular things is because I feel like Flight Reacts is like funnier. You know what I mean? I feel like if it's just like regular, like I don't know, if it's just like regular NBA news, I don't know. I feel like Flight is just funny.
It's true. The NBA is not wasting no time with these blockbuster trades. Bright and early in the morning on Sunday, Game 7 day. And we're not even talking about Game 7 right now. Kevin Durant. KD is officially traded out of the Phoenix Suns and is now a Houston Rocket, man. Bro, Kevin Durant is turning into the NBA blunt rotation now at this point of his career, bro. What's going on, man? Bro, KD has been on like 8 different teams in the.
It's actually crazy. Like, look at KD's history, guys. I'm telling you, like, Kevin Durant, like, it's so weird how like the NBA is nowadays because like Kevin Durant is so like look, he's still averaging 26 and 6. Like, he's not bad. I'm not like he's not a bad player at all. He's just getting passed around. Like, he was on like after the Thunder. Okay, he went to the Warriors, right? And then after the Warriors, like he went to the Nets, I believe, and then like after that, he went to the Suns. And it was just like I don't know, man. Like look, I'm gonna look search up like Kevin Durant teams he's been on. Like he's been on the Supersonics when he was drafted. So Seattle Supersonics, that's one. And then they merged into the Thunder. So basically the Thunder. And after Thunder, he went to the Warriors, won a few chips with them, won a few rings, some championships, whatever you guys call it. And then after that, he went to the Brooklyn Nets. Didn't win anything there. And that's when they had the big three of Kyrie. Remember Kyrie, Harden, and KD. That's what that was crazy how they didn't win anything. But a lot of injuries over there. Then he went to the Suns, and then still nothing. So it's just crazy. Like it's crazy. We can see right here. See, it's Thunder right here. And okay, Supersonics, Thunder, Warriors, and then Brooklyn Nets, and then Suns right here. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Now he's on the Rockets. So it's just like
The last 10 years.
crazy.
Kevin Durant has now been officially traded to the Houston Rockets. The Charizard dude tweeted out this blockbuster trade.
Oh, I forgot.
He has been traded.
I forgot. They got Dylan Brooks too. I don't know if I said that already. The Suns are getting Dylan Brooks, which in my like, if you guys know like seen Dylan Brooks play, like this man is just all bite. Like he's all bark no bite. That's what I'm trying to say. Like Dylan Brooks is all talk. Like this man doesn't actually do anything. You know what I mean? So this is weird.
Traded for Jalen Green, who is now a member of the Phoenix Buns. The Buns are trading 2-time NBA Finals MVP KD to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, a bag of Lay's potato chips, a few things of gummy worms. All jokes aside, a number 10 pick in the 2025 draft, and 5 second round picks.
They must be some good second round picks. I mean, hey, you never know. Jokic was a second round pick, but I don't know. That's just very hard. And Jokic, it took him years to develop to become who he is now. So I feel like if the Suns like really do anything with a second round pick, it's gonna take them. I'm telling you, a long time. It's gonna take them probably like at least 5 years for them to get top.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. At this point in his career, where KD is at, this actually is a. Is this a pretty fair trade? I don't know about these 5 second round. Well, it's a second round. It's not like it's the first round. I ain't gonna lie, the trade kind of looks even, maybe. Did the Rockets give up too much? Or did they give up just enough? Because let's be honest, Jalen Green, he exposed himself this NBA season. He's clearly only a regular season made player. He doesn't really have like that playoff like energy. The Warriors expose him, you know what I'm saying, real bad.
Shout out to the Flights NBA Golden State Warriors, man. You know what I'm saying? They did. If you guys watch the playoffs, the Warriors, the 7th seed Warriors, 7th seed, beat the 2nd seed. The Rockets were 2nd seed, and this was without Kevin Durant. Because Kevin Durant, he wasn't on the Rockets yet. But when they had Jalen Green, who he was on the Rockets, he got traded for now. Jalen Green, he played good this season, like in the regular season. But then Fly was talking about how during the playoffs, like he would get like 7, he would score like 7 points. Like then he would score like 24 points, and then he would score like 9 points the next game. It was weird. He was just inconsistent with everything. And I'm like, as a team who's giving away Kevin Durant, you want someone who can score consistently. That's like what you need. You need a scorer, right? But you also need a big man though. They don't have a big man. The Suns don't even have a big man. The Suns, like who do the Suns have now? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like they have Dylan Brooks, but Dylan Brooks is only like 6'8". Okay. Regards, don't look Kevin Durant's on the Suns anymore. Yeah, they have Bol, but let's see. Is he even gonna get like? Is he even like a free agent or no? He's just Because Bol doesn't play any minutes, man. Like I'm telling you, like the Suns don't give him any minutes. Yeah, they really don't have any big man. Nah, they don't. Yeah, they're screwed. They're screwed. I mean, how tall is this guy? He's 7 feet. Okay, so they have somebody. Oh, so Iguodala. He's 7 foot. So I mean, he's tall, but it's just like you gotta play him, man. You gotta see what he's all about.
So I don't know. Maybe he needed to get a change of scenery. Maybe he needed to get a change of environment. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that might just inspire. Now he's gonna be playing with Booker and Beal. KD looks like he's gonna finish out his NBA career in Texas. And now here's the thing that I'm having a thought process on. Somebody, I want to say a few days ago in a blog post when they was already having rumors about Kevin Durant being traded, they were basically breaking down that a lot of like, especially like older NBA superstars, once they reach like that retirement age of like their career, they basically want to go to like an NBA team that has like a non-state or / non-federal tax. You know what I'm saying? Because you know Texas is a state where you don't have to pay federal taxes. It's federal states at one of those things. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, it's just it's one of those states. So basically, KD is free from giving up a little bit extra money. He's gonna be able to pocket some more change. He's at the end of his career. So what do you guys have to say about this? Did you think KD did this? To pay just a little bit less in taxes, or did he want to actually genuinely go to the Rockets? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I felt like he would have been maybe a better fit to come back to the Warriors and have another reunion with Steph, Chef, Lucas Curry, man. Get him one more ring. Let's be honest, KD's not going to touch another NBA Finals, let alone get another ring. But I mean, he does have some benefits. You know what I'm saying? He's saving money on taxes, get pocket some more change and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I mean, the Rockets are a young team. They didn't have to give up Shampoo, so I mean, they still got somewhat of some talent there. They got.
Rockets still have a lot of good people. Who they have? Let's see who the Rockets have besides Jalen Green. So they still have Sengun, big man. That's big man. They have Amon Thompson, he's really good. You know what I'm saying? So he's only 22. They don't have Dylan Brooks anymore. They still have Van Fleet. They just re-signed Steven Adams. Actually, that was crazy. So they re-signed him, and Kevin Durant. So now they have Kevin.
Jabari Smitty still, but I mean they gave up some defense. We definitely say that they gave up some defense. The Rockets also gave up some draft pick. I mean, I feel like this NBA draft isn't it supposed to be hella talented, or am I tripping? We're gonna go look at some 2, 3, and 1 videos in a second. Shortly, I'm just looking at some more info. This is all live and in full effect while this is happening. So, the deal places Durant on the number 2 seed. Rockets elevates team positioning for title contention in the West. Suns landed 23-year-old scorer for high power backcourt Booker, tough 3 and D player, and now have 3 firsts and 8 seconds. And 8 seconds to use. 3 firsts and 8 seconds. Oh, to use. I thought he meant like 8 seconds. But 8 second round picks the Buns have. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I smell another trade the Buns coming up really, really soon within the next few weeks or maybe a month. Bro, they got 8 second round picks just sitting in the cut. I ain't gonna lie, right off the bat, the Buns need to make a trade like right now, and another trade. Low key, yo.
Before Flight speaks on this, I really think it sucks for the Suns to happen, and I don't know if it is going to happen, but I really think that the Suns get rid of Devin Booker, man. It's only right. It's only right. I kind of see where his like direction's heading to, and it's just like the Suns getting Jalen Green. Okay, so they're getting younger, right? They're getting Dylan Brooks, so they have a little bit more of defense, I guess you would say, because I mean, yeah, Brooks is not really like a shooter or anything. He's more like a defensive person, if anything. Like he's just more of a talker. You know what I mean? So he's just more like a get in your head type of player, like Patrick Beverly or somebody like that, of course. Like just get in the other opponent's team's head. So like that's what Dylan Brooks is. That's what Dylan Brooks is like. Now, as far as I say, I don't know. I would just say that. Yeah, I think Devin Booker had like if they want to get if the Suns want to get the most value for a long-term thing, because I'm thinking like the Suns are rebuilding now. So this is a rebuilding phase. So if the Suns want to really rebuild and have like a lot of young players, just like the Rockets do, then I feel like getting rid of Devin Booker is the only option. Like a lot of teams want Devin Booker. Like I feel like the Pistons, the Pistons are they're not, I wouldn't say contenders, but they were in the playoffs this year, and I really think that they got Devin Booker. Like it would just add to their depth, and I feel like Devin Booker would contribute a lot for the Detroit Pistons anyway. So, or maybe the Sacramento Kings, somewhere on the lines like.
Oh, the Buns can low-key sneak up into a legitimate top 4 seeded Western Conference team by the time the 2026 NBA season starts later on in the year. Bro, 8 second-round picks. That's actually genuinely, like, they can dead-ass, like, trade, like, 5 of those second-round picks right now and get a solid casual. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it's, like, a point guard through a center. Like, right this second. I would really do that right. Because for some reason, especially by the NBA draft is always coming up. It's because, the NBA draft, I believe it's this week. We're going to be covering that and stuff like that.
NBA draft is in a couple days. And actually, matter of fact, let's take a look at the draft order. Let's actually take a look. Because this is what's going to happen. So this was gonna happen for the Suns now. So yeah, it already says okay. So right here, the Suns get this back. So you see this 10, you see the number 10 right here. They previously traded that, like a couple years ago. Let's see, it says from Brooklyn. So this is when Kevin Durant went to the Suns from Brooklyn, and they had this pick for the Rockets, right? So it was from that, but now the Phoenix Suns are getting that pick back since the Rockets traded this pick back. So this is the Phoenix Suns now. These haven't updated yet, but it's gonna be the Suns pick.
Bro, so right now, trades for like anything in a draft is sky high at this moment. So, bro, if I'm Phoenix, you guys better literally hop on that right now. Get like a solid, casual, up-and-coming all-star. Like, give up 5 of those picks. You know damn well you don't need 8 second-round picks.
You really don't.
This is crazy, man. And then there's no other news there. Let's try and see if there's anybody there's opinions on this trade and stuff like that. This just happened, so I don't know if there's a lot of people that's already had posted it or not. We're gonna see. Him out.
Day of Game 7, the Phoenix Suns and Houston Rockets agreed on a Kevin Durant trade that is going to send Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the 10th overall pick during Wednesday's first round, and 5 second-round picks for Kevin Durant. So we're going to break down this trade today. I'm going to give my thoughts, opinions on each side, and give out some letter grades at the end of this video. It is wild that last Sunday we had Desmond Bane get traded. This Sunday it's Kevin Durant with the finals in a few hours, and the Rockets go out and get their guy. They needed a number 1 in the playoffs. We saw that in round number 1 against the Golden State Warriors, and they trade away Jalen Green, who they took with the 2nd overall pick back in the 2021 draft. The Suns get Jalen Green here, which I think is a weird fit with Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. So I could expect Jalen Green to be rerouted at some point this offseason. I think getting Dillon Brooks is a nice add and better than some other salary fillers that could have been in this trade. And you do get the 10th overall pick back during this year's draft instead of your 2027 first. And the Suns can get an immediate contributor with the 10th overall pick during Wednesday's first round selection. And I just love this for the Houston Rockets, not having to trade away Jabari Smith Jr., Reed Shepard, or that 2027 Suns pick as well. I think this is really good as you're already at 2 seed in the Western Conference, and you're going from Jalen Green, who at times was your number 1 scoring option, to Kevin Durant, who was unreal last season for the Phoenix Suns, even with them being somewhat disappointing in the Western Conference.
I mean, say what you want about KD. I feel like KD has to have his longevity spoken about a little bit more. When he's healthy, he actually genuinely still averages 23 and up points. So, like,
bro, KD was good this year, bro. People don't underestimate that. Like, people will say that he gets hurt a lot. Like Anthony Davis gets hurt, but Anthony Davis is like 5 years younger than him. But look, he's averaging 26, and this man's 30. Okay, he's gonna be 37 this year in the season when the season starts. 37, but that's not really that. Like LeBron's still in the league, he's 40. Curry's like 37. You know how? I mean, Curry's generational, but Kevin Durant's also generational too. You know what I mean? Yeah, 37. So they're basically practically the same age.
Let's not act like this is not going to benefit the Rockets either. Now, do you think the Rockets are going to be a 2nd+ round team? Hell no. I think they're going to be a play-in team, if we're being honest. But KD's definitely going to still have some 40 points, some 35+ point games.
He's
Last year, Kevin Durant in his
Bro,
eighth
KD in a Rockets uniform, though.
36 season for the Phoenix Suns averaged 26.5 points on 52, 43, 84 splits. This is still prime Kevin Durant, even though he's going to be 37 years old this upcoming September. He's still one of the best scorers in the NBA, and now you're surrounding him with a dominant offensive hub in Alperen Şengün, a good veteran point guard in Fred VanVleet, one of the best young stars in the league in Amen Thompson, and you also kept the other young pieces, like I said, Jabari Smith and Reed Shepherd around Kevin Durant. This team can be very exciting and very scary in the 2026 season. Now, it hasn't fully came out yet, but you assume that Kevin Durant is going to sign at least a 2-year extension with the Houston Rockets to end his career with them. So now he spent time in OKC, in Golden State, Brooklyn, Phoenix, and now Houston. So
this actually makes sense now. Because earlier, so I feel like the Rockets actually might have won this trade, to be honest. Because KD's staying with them so early in this reaction in my video. I was basically saying that KD is becoming a free agent next season, but he plans on re-signing a 2-year deal. So like he's basically gonna retire with the Rockets, which is kind of crazy. I didn't even think so. I didn't think he would end up being retired with the Rockets. I honestly thought like he was gonna stay with the Warriors for that like rest of his career, like a long time ago. I thought, but then he went to the Nets and the Suns, and now he's on the Rockets. It's crazy. But so if he signs a 2-year deal, then it's gonna be okay. Now the tables have turned. Now
his fifth team, his fourth in the Western Conference. And you have to be excited about this if you're a Rockets fan, because you were just so good last year in the regular season. You needed that number one guy, and you're going to be okay when Kevin Durant retires. You're still going to have Şengün and Amen Thompson running the show. You would have liked for Jalen Green to be that number one for you, like you thought he was going to be out of the G League Ignite during that 21 draft, but it's okay. And you made that trade with the Brooklyn Nets last offseason, swapping the Nets picks. You gave them back to Brooklyn to get the Suns picks to make a deal like this. Last summer, they were rumored to give up Alperen Şengün for Kevin Durant. This summer, you didn't even have to come close to that. Apparently, the Miami Heat were also very interested in getting Kevin Durant, as were the Sixers.
Hey, KD should have gone to a team like the Heat. All right, shout out the Stros. Let's see if there's any more clips that we can find.
He actually never get anybody good. If you guys realize it, he actually never get anybody good. Ever since LeBron James, like who's actually been that pinnacle, bro, for the Heat? I mean, yeah, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler went on a tear. He actually made it to the finals in 2023. You guys didn't know with the Heat, but he left. He's on the Warriors now. So.
Smooth make a video on this yet? He did. Let's check it out.
Kevin Durant has been traded. He's going to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the number 10 pick in this year's draft, and 5 second-round picks. Wow. So I actually really like the trade for the Rockets. They didn't give up that much. They gave up one defender, Dillon Brooks. They did give up a young star, Jalen Green, 1 first-round pick. Second-round picks aren't that big of a deal. But Jalen Green, remember, he got benched in the playoffs because he didn't perform in the clutch. He had some very bad games down the stretch. They didn't trust him, and they needed somebody to get him buckets. Fred VanVleet became their closer. And Fred VanVleet, he's a great player. I mean, he did show up in the clutch. But if he's your number one closer, you're probably not winning a championship. Now you add Kevin Durant to close out the games. Now we're talking. Kevin Durant, he's 36 years old. He's going to be 37 going into the season. This isn't that young Durant, but he can still give you buckets. And the Rockets have an elite defense. They only got rid of one defender, so the rest of that defensive core is still there. They still got good bigs. They got good.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Brooks like carried the defense.
The problem on the Suns, that team had no defense, no chemistry, a weird build with Bradley Beal. The team just didn't make it.
Bro, you said weird build. That's funny.
You put a defense around him. That's why if Kevin Durant would have gone to the Heat, that would have worked out as well. Him getting buckets, remember, he was getting buckets in the Olympics. He could still give you those buckets you need in the clutch. So I like it for the Rockets. For the Suns, they get a young star. Who knows if they're going to rebuild all the way, if they're going to trade Booker as well. We don't know. But they get a bunch of draft picks, second-round draft picks. They get a first as well. It's okay for them. You'd love to see some more first-round picks for a star like Kevin Durant. Obviously, he's older. But we just saw Desmond Bane get 4 first-round picks, and he is not on the level of Kevin Durant, even though he is.
Yo, damn, I damn near forgot about that. How does the Zane dude get 4 first-round, 3, 4 for whatever he said, first-round picks? He's nowhere and ever going to be on KD's level, bro.
Zane?
Like I said, bro, I just feel like it's coming down to this point in the generation, especially like a lot of NBA teams are just really.
I feel like it's just because like all the older players are just like the NBA thinks like useless value because like you know how like time always will go past by and like the NBA thinks that like these young guys are gonna be like I mean they could possibly be like a Kevin Durant, but like I mean they're not though, bro. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. So it's like I don't know how the value for like younger guys is going up for trades. Like, oh, we have to get 3 first-round picks for this guy named Zane. You know what I mean? But then if you want to trade KD, all you have to do is just get rid of, you know, you just have to get if Rockets want KD, they just need to give up, maybe one first round pick and then some players. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. And even like the Luka trade, like it was crazy because it was just
Really desperate to just have some type of success and just some type of
crazy.
just wins, bro. Bro, three or four first round picks for Zayn, but KD gets second round picks, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of
But
crazy.
I understand the age difference. I'm not delusional about that. But bro, come on. Desmond versus Kevin Durant. That's not even like the same, like, we're not even in the
one
same
first-round pick,
convo, bro.
They got some seconds. They did get a young star, though. They got Jalen Green. They got to work and develop him. But I like it for the Rockets. I think it's a good move. They want to win right now. It makes them better. It's going to be exciting. Because if they had Kevin Durant, they beat the Warriors if they had Durant on that team last season. No question about it. They would have advanced.
Hey, man, shout out to Smooth. Let me see if the man Kenny said anything.
Any more clips? I don't think so.
And we'll go ahead and wrap that up. Nope, nothing out. He probably has something out later. All right, man. What do you guys think about all these trades?
Alright, so now that we're done with that, alright, guys. Now, what do you guys think about about what I've said? Let me know in the comments about this trade, how this was going out. What trades you guys think are gonna happen through the off season? Like, do you think that the Suns can get better still? Like, possibly with this 10th overall pick in the draft coming up in a couple days. Do you think that the Rockets are elite team now, like even better than last year? I mean, this year even better than this year. Let me know about what you guys think in the comments. Hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video today. Saying like, comment, subscribe. Keep it okay, and I'm out. Peace.